On questions that ask for a fraction, or on questions that ask for a percentage, what I like to do is, after my initial read of the question, I focus just on the phrase that asks the actual question, and that'll be enough to tell me what two quantities I need. So here, the actual question, just that phrase, is what fraction of the harvest yield was from these X trees? And that gives us our two quantities. We're asked what fraction of the total harvest yield, so that's going to be my denominator, the total harvest yield. And that's just like if I asked, what fraction of Americans live in New York. Well, the total number of Americans would be in the denominator, and the number living in New York would be in the numerator. So here our denominator is total harvest yield. What's our numerator? We've got what fraction of the harvest yield was from these X trees. So we've got just the yield from the X trees. So if we have something to plug in for these quantities, we'll be able to make some progress. So back to the rest of the question. The harvest yield from a certain apple orchard was 350 bushels. Well, that's one of our quantities directly. That's the total yield is 350 bushels. What about the yield from the X trees? If X of the trees in the orchard each yielded 10 bushels, we've got X trees, and each of them gives 10, so, that'll be X times 10. If I had 7 trees, well, each gives 10 would lead to 70. So X trees each times 10 leads to 10x, or X times 10. And here's our fraction, which we can reduce. Zeros cancel. We're left with X over 35, which is answer choice A.